Hello students, let us continue our chapter, that is reaching the age of adolescence. We have finished one part, first part of the video, and this is the second part of the video. If you haven't watched the first part, just go through the first and then view the second one. In today's video, again we will be discussing about the adolescent age, and we'll be discussing about the various changes that is occurring during the adolescent age. So in the previous class, as I told you, adolescence is a period of the biological significance, this period of rapid change from the childhood to the adulthood. So there were few changes that were discussed in our previous class. So one was left out, that is the reaching the mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. So during the age of adolescence, the girls as well as the boys, the mental, intellectual and emotional development takes place, and they become more independent, self-conscious, and their way of thinking it changes. So that means they become independent of anybody. Then there is some changes in the body. So apart from that, that is the secondary sexual characters. Okay, so secondary sexual characters are the changes which takes place during the puberty age. So there are changes in the body that occurs, and this is called as the secondary sexual characters, because the sexual organs, they are called as the primary organs, okay, which are involved in the reproduction process. But uh, these are there are some changes that occurs in the body, and that is considered to be the secondary sexual characters. So in boys, hair begin to grow on the face, they develop the beards and mustaches. Hair also grow in the chest, armpits and in the pubic region. The testis starts to produce the sperms. So these are the changes that occurs in a boy. And in girls, there is the development of the breast, hair grows in the armpits and also in the pubic region, and the ovary starts to produce the eggs. So these changes are controlled by the chemical substances called the hormones produced by endocrine glands. So you must have come across the term hormones. We most of the time hormonal changes, the word come into our mind. So these hormones are produced by one specific gland that is called as the endocrine gland. So let's talk about what all the glands secrete what. So the male hormone which controls the secondary sexual characters, that is called the testosterone, and this testosterone, it is produced in the testis, okay. And there is one female hormone which is called as the estrogen, and it is produced by the ovary. So you have to remember, testosterone is a male hormone which is produced in the testis, and estrogen is a female hormone which is produced in the ovary. And the production of these hormone is controlled by another gland which is called as the pituitary gland. So you need to remember, pituitary gland controls the secretion or the production of the male and female hormone, and in male the testis produces it, and in female ovary produces the estrogen. So these are the two examples of the changes in the body. So these are called as the secondary sexual characters. So reproductive phase in human, what is that? The capacity for reproduction starts at puberty, and it lasts longer times in males than the females. That means the capability for the reproduction is more in males than the females. Like it is for a longer period of time, and in females it is for a shorter period of time. In females, the capacity for reproduction starts at the puberty and lasts for 40 to 50 years. So the female can undergo reproduction process. Okay, the female can bear the child during the age up to the age of 40 to 50 years, and it can start at the age of puberty. Puberty means from the 11. Okay, and next topic is menstruation. This is one term that is we need to discuss it here. So in females, as I told you, ovary produces one egg, okay, which is involved in the reproduction process, okay, every month, and the uterus prepares to receive the fertilized egg, and its wall becomes thick with the blood vessels. If fertilization does not take place, then the uterus wall breaks and comes out of the vagina as a blood and mucus. So this cycle takes place once every month, called the menstruation. And so you must have heard of the periods. It is about the menstruation. Okay, and whenever this menstruation stops, okay, the beginning of the menstrual cycle is called as the menarche, and when the menstrual cycle stops around the age of 40 to 50 years, it is called as the menopause. Okay, so whenever the girl undergoes the menstruation, and from the age it starts, this cycle is called as the menarche, and at which it stops, the cycle is called as the menopause. Now, sex determination in human beings. How the sex is determined in a human beings, like whether the baby will be a boy or a girl, how it is, like how we can identify it. So before that, you need to know about chromosomes. As you have heard about the chromosomes, in cells there is a nucleus, and inside the nucleus there are the chromosomes, or you have heard about the DNA. Everything is present inside this nucleus, and inside this genes are present. Okay, you have heard and you have studied in your previous classes. Okay, so out of these 23 pairs of chromosomes, 2 are the sex chromosomes. In male, XY is present, and in female, X1 X is present. Okay, so the sperm and the eggs that is generated in the male and the female. Okay, one set of chromosomes. So the sperm have X chromosome and some have Y chromosomes, and all the eggs have X chromosomes. So what you can say, male sperm, either it can have X chromosome or Y chromosome, and girls will always have X chromosome. Okay, so whenever the sperm with the X chromosome fuses with the female chromosome, it will, if it develops XX, this is the female baby. Okay, and when the sperm, when it has the Y chromosome and the girl gives the X chromosome, then there will be XY. So there will be the baby boy. So what we can say, the male is sole responsible for the production of a girl child or a boy child. So you can say father, they have the X and Y chromosomes. Mothers, they have the XX chromosomes. So if father gives the X chromosome and mother gives the X chromosome, so daughter will be there. And if father gives the Y chromosome and mother gives the X chromosome, so son will be there. Again, another possibilities. If father gives X chromosomes and mother also gives X chromosome, there will be daughter. If the father gives Y chromosome and mother gives X chromosome, there will be son. So that's it all for today. Today we studied about the sex determination in humans. Then we discussed about the secondary sexual characters, and also we talked about the menstruation cycle that occurs in the females or the girls. So we'll be meeting up in our next video with our next topic. Till then, bye bye everyone.